Hello, Leo. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to summer solstice energy. Welcome to Cancer season. Welcome to some watery, emotional time in our lives as we kind of sail into summer. I have a summer reading here for you. I am using the Marchetti Tarot first. So while I shuffle these up, I have 4 specific cards that I'm going to pull for you. I'm just going to lay those down. We're going to come back and talk, and then I'm going to clarify. Tune into some summer energy for yourself. What are you feeling? Where are you at? How are you doing? What are you interested in focusing on for your summer? Let's get a little sneak peek into that energy for the sign of Leo. Fire energy, Leo. All right. One more little shuffle through here. All right, Leo. First card we are going to talk about is the 5 of coins. This is the 5 of pentacles. This is earth energy. This is in the placement of your focus for the summer. So what you're focusing on as you are, dealing with this summer solstice, summer energy is a 5 of coins. It's all about abandonment. It's all about poverty. It's about poverty thinking. It's about feeling left out when this person has it's an energy of you've excluded yourself. You could very well have been left out of something like a company barbecue or a family get together or some sort of a function or some sort of scenario. It's an energy of, usually it's depicted as there's a church, it's lit up, it's warm, it's got everybody inside, and there's usually like a mother and a son or 2 people walking outside, and it's snowing and it's cold. They look like they could really use what's happening on the inside, but I don't know if it's pride or if it's just a lack of knowing that they are able to go and knock on the doors of the church and get let in. But this is almost an energy as your focus for the summer of be very aware of what you're thinking as far as group dynamics are concerned. If you think long and hard enough that you're left out and nobody likes you and everybody's excluded you, then I'm one to believe that's what you're kind of creating. You know how your thinking is what you're creating your reality. So be very careful about your thinking as far as abandonment is concerned or exclusivity is concerned, or, you are a dynamic soul. I Leo energy. I am very fond of Leo energy. And it surprises me that this is showing up as a focus. Maybe it even is just something very small. Like I said, it's like a family dinner and everybody just got together and everybody forgot to include you, and you are really feeling hurt by it, rightfully so. But if you had maybe been a part of all the text messages earlier in the day, everybody would have just said, yeah, Leo, come on over. And so you're just feeling left out. And your focus for the summer is going to be, rather than feeling left out and feeling like a chopped liver, as they say, put yourself in the mix more. Make yourself more a part of the equations that you want to be a part of, because I don't think people are doing things intentionally, but it's the way you're thinking about it. There's something to do with the way you're thinking about what people are doing, and they're not trying to leave you out. You feel left out. So let's jump in to where are you shining the brightest? And that is the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups is interesting because that is your emotional environment and your emotional body in yourself. It's you walking away from what no longer serves you emotionally. If you feel like it's just not worth the effort and the energy to be a part of everything, you are going to be fine just walking away. This is where you shine the brightest, is your ability to detach and separate yourself from this matters and this doesn't. And I'm going to choose which line I'm going to stand on. What you could stand to release is the Knight of Cups. Now, this is being like, talk about emotions. This is being a emotional individual. Now, what this really implies is not just your emotions, but your intimate emotions, your romantic intentions. You are maybe towards your spouse or somebody that you're dating. You are putting on full stop. You are like lighting all the candles. You're bringing home that expensive bottle of wine that they love. You're taking them out for dinner. You're initiating all of this effort. You're making all these moves towards romance and emotions. And it is an energy of like, I want to knock their socks off. This is what you could stand to release, is all of that effort that you're putting into other people, your loved ones, your, like I said, your spouse or somebody that you're dating or somebody that you're interested in. This is effort, and it's you putting in like the lion's share. Get it, Leo? This is you really doing more than your fair share of the effort towards someone that's benefiting from this romantic energy that you're throwing at them. And this is what you can stand to release. Now, on the top of the reading is the Three of Swords. This is what we're focusing on for the future. Three of Swords is really remembering things that have hurt you in the past. It's remembering pain. Three of Swords is three swords piercing through a heart. Now, it's not happening right at this moment because it's air energy, which is your mind, swords. It's the way you're processing your hurt. It's the way you're processing your pain. And this is what we're trying to focus on for the future. So when we're looking towards the end of summer, we're trying to compartmentalize this pain. How are we going to move past it, move through it? How are we going to deal with it? It's very interesting that Five of Pentacles and Three of Swords are showing up here at the first and the last, as far as we're trying to make sure that we're dealing with things in a really healthy way. But we do have some painful cards on the table. I am going to grab the Light Seer's Tarot. I want to clarify each of these cards. Let's just find out a little bit extra as far as why is the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles, in the first card for where Leo should be focusing their energy. Whoa. Let me put those back in a very non-discreet manner here. All right, Leo, why is the Five of Coins here? Ace of Swords. Your focus for the summer should be trying to figure out how you're going to include yourself rather than feel excluded. You've determined this Ace of Swords is like a light bulb moment. It's a clarity. It's also an action. Swords are actions oriented. So you've determined, in order for you to not feel left out and abandoned and excluded and that poverty thinking like, I don't have anybody or anything. Yes, you do. You're taking action. How can I make sure that I don't feel left out? Maybe I need to be the one to initiate the family get-togethers or the barbecues or the whatevers. If I want to feel a part of things, maybe I need to make that happen. as far as where you shine your brightest, and that is your ability to emotionally detach and walk away from what no longer serves you. Why is the Eight of Cups here for the sign of Leo? Hanged Man, yep. This is a major arcana for the sign of Pisces. And so what this is confirming is, yes, you have this beautiful ability to detach emotionally, and that protects you because you are somebody that can hang man yourself, which is surrender. And this ultimately, you know that saying that's very cliche, it is what it is? That's this energy. It is what it is. The situation, the people, the place, the things, the whatever it is you're dealing with, you, speaking for you, Leo, I don't have to feel what everybody expects me to feel. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. I have domain and sovereignty over my feelings. And when I think about things in a different perspective, when I change my mind about the way I'm seeing the world, the way I see the world changes. That's your superpower right here. And then let's look at what you could release so that you can glow brighter. This Knight of Cups, and that's you basically putting in all the effort. And the other person just gets to sit there and, get fawned and fed grapes. So let's find out a little bit extra about this Knight of Cups. Why could you be releasing the Knight of Cups? King of Swords shows up, and this is an Aquarius energy. It's fixed air. And the King of Swords is a master of their communications. So when you feel yourself starting to pull towards romantic, excessive energy, you can begin to stand up for yourself and speak your mind and speak your truth and say, listen, it's facts over feelings, this one. And when you're noticing yourself really over giving, oversharing, over anything, you can stand up and speak your truth and put your foot down. And this is what you're trying to release, is the King of Swords is going to help you with that. Stand up and be a master of your communications and erect your boundaries very appropriately. Now, as you move into the future, focusing on healing the mental pain from your past, let's get a little clarification on the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for Leo? 10 of Wands. It's too burdensome for you to carry along any longer. It's really a lot. It's a heavy load. Look at this, I don't know what kind of animal. It looks like a water buffalo or a buffalo or some sort of a load-carrying animal. And look at that bundle. I mean, she can't even carry everything in her hands. She has to load up. This is your burdens. 10 of Wands is excessive burdens. The 10 of Wands is also the end of a burdensome cycle. So you've been carrying this load around with you for I don't know how long, but it's time for you to let it go. And as you move into the future, I hope that you're able to take stock of the burdens that you've been bearing on your back, and you're finally, hopefully, ready to set it down and move into a future that's clear. Leo, this is your reading. I hope that it serves you in some way, shape, or form. Spicy Sunflower Tarot. I can be found on TikTok and on YouTube. And your likes and your follows, subscribes, and shares, very, very appreciated. Thank you so much, Leo. Be blessed. Be well.